Behind me is a box we got from Charles Rose. I had to expand my layout a little bit. Needed more room and real estate to put on some bigger tracks, some 072. So that should be just fine to run this nice Strasburg engine, the number 90, long awaited, and this is the 1967/2020 paint scheme. So, really looking forward to getting this box open at last. Been a long time coming. Pre-ordered it quite a long time ago. So we're going to go ahead and unbox this thing very carefully since it's a brass hybrid. It's a very delicate model. And we'll throw on the tracks, see how it looks. Alright, here's the sticker on the box. It's a 210 Legacy Edition from Lionel. It's thrown on the boat in China November 1st, so got here pretty quick. Since these are all mailed out before the end of the month of November. And we see down here that they made 197 of the 1967/2020 editions. So they had 3 different models that were out in the catalog. 90s, 2000s, and this special 1967-2020 commemorative scheme. So, had to order this one because it looked super sweet. Very vintage looking. Let's go ahead and get it out of this box now. I do like it when stores put the original shipper in another box to help protect this original packaging. We do have a little bit of damage here from the mail, so hopefully everything's okay inside. Well, it's certainly a very large box, so hopefully that means it's very well protected from any bumps that may happen during shipping. So Strasburg number 90, of course, is the most famous locomotive running over in Strasburg. Okay, so first we have a foam pad here. Now we have an inner box. So let's scoot this out a little bit more. And we'll open up that one as well. Alright. One last foam insert, and finally our Lionel orange box. A little tape. Let's cut the tape. And here's a nice close-up of our label on this orange box. Notice the 054 minimum curve requirement, whistle steam, brass and die-cast construction. It's like one of those Russian nesting dolls with layer after layer after layer. I guess that's appropriate since the 210 is technically a Russian decapod style engine. Definitely different kind of packaging here. Got our instruction manual. Very nice. Alright, we got some Velcro strapping here. We have a little pipette for smoke fluid. Some tools. And parts here. We got traditional O-gauge coupler here because the front coupler is scale. Some extra traction wheels. And an extra sand dome cover. As the controls for Bluetooth, smoke, programming are under the sand dome. Dome cover for switches. I I guess we have to add that. It's nicely labeled. And if we look at the underside here, you'll see that we have this nice plate that the engine and tender are both mounted to. So yes, we'll have to open up this very carefully. You know, and having so many different Strasburg engines in my collection, I feel that in getting this individual engine, it like kind of completes it. That I got now every main engine, so to speak. It doesn't matter. It is really snug in there. Definitely a very snug fit. That train is not moving around in there. Whew. Here we have it. Strasburg Model 90. Ooh, we got a lot of detail on this one. Really sharp looking. Alright, so of course, here the sand dome has to be attached. We have our controls. Here we have our sand dome that needs to be attached with our various controls. Alright, we have everything that's taped up here that moves. So here's that scale coupler. Pull bars here. Got nice handrails. Marker lights. We got number 90 here in red on the front, and also number 90 right by the headlight. We have these nice cables going from the cab to our bell as well as the whistle. And this is equipped with whistle steam. We got a vent on the roof of the cab which will open up, and that's nicely taped down for shipment. These little cab windows do move. Some really nice details. Get that. But we do have a builder's plate. We do have a real coal load here on the tender. And we got some nice details here too. We do have little metal chains. Our tender water port here does open up. All right, we do have this step plate feature which connects our engine to the tender here. That's always a nice addition. We have more marker lights on the rear. And the light for going in reverse. Yeah, nice steps here. Very nice attention to detail. Well, once I get these separated from the included display / transport case, we'll take a close look at the interior of the cab, as it seems to have some very nice details as well. But I'm really liking the pinstriping here on the wheels, this nice crisp white lines, and these old school yellow lines here on both the engine and tender. It looks really sharp. This is very nerve-wracking. Holding your engine upside down. Well, let's take these off here, and hopefully we won't destroy them. Very unusual packaging, I gotta say. Okay, that's one. Huh. So I guess when you put these away for storage, you want to make sure these screws on the underside are wound fairly snug with the engine and tender. I don't want them flying off and damaging everything. Ooh. Be careful where I grab here. Lots of added details. Oh, we're still attached. A little bit more. Whoop. Worked out through. Oh yeah, this is just gonna fall straight out of there. Of course, these bolts aren't all the same size, so you want to make sure you keep track of what goes where, lest you have a little accident and something hits the floor. Yeah, this is the shortest one from the front of the engine. And then this one's definitely taller. And then these ones from the tender seem to be the longest. So if you get them mixed up, looks like they're going in order from short, medium, and long. Although I haven't measured these specifically to see if these two are identical on the tender. What's this? This is one of our cab windows that already fell out. Yep. Gotta be really careful grabbing this thing. It looks like this piece that the window attached to on the top slightly bent up. We're going to have to gently press that down to secure this window in place. Alright, let's see if we can get this window back without destroying our engine here. So just need to gently press this top part down a little bit in the right spot. Get this window secured like that. Not going to press it too hard, and I'm not going to mess with it anymore. I don't want that little part snapping off or anything. So yeah, we're not going to fiddle with the windows. In fact, I don't think we're going to fiddle with pretty much anything on here, since a lot of it is Very small details, a lot of brass, so definitely a delicate engine that cannot be abused or manhandled. Let's check out this vent here. There we go. And let's see here. We get the tape here on this floor plate. The underside. Alright. There. Take off this tape from the front. Okay. Here we are looking at the interior of the cab. We have some nice additions in here. Very detailed piping. Once we get this on the track and powered up, we'll see some red LEDs from the firebox. So that'll be nice. And here we have our tender. Some very nice detail on it here. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of how it looks with the jaggedy screw holes in the bottom. Now, of course, when it's run on the track, that's not visible, but you got holes in your engine. And as these are reapplied to the support base and then detached and reattached and detached over time, I imagine these are going to look a little gnarly and damage the paint in that area. And hopefully don't become stripped out with use. So maybe good just to have them on display and not screw them in. Gotta say, it's a really nice looking coal load they have in here. Alright, we have placed number 90 on the tracks. Gonna go ahead and get our dome cover on there. Let's see here, we have 2 magnets. So I want to get those aligned. There we have it. Feels pretty snug. It won't be falling off too easily. Oh yeah, I take out these little foam inserts here as well. But yeah, we'll do that next. Alright, we're going to give our engine some power here. No, we're not. We're going to look at the manual first. Look at the smoke requirements. Okay, so yes, the typical add 20 drops initially and then 10 drops thereafter. But yeah, you got to be very careful not to overfill it and flood your train or have oil splatter all over the outside. So it's always a delicate balance. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Here we go, 20 drops. Oh, I should mention that these little pipettes give a different volume of dropper than, say, if you have one of these that come. So if you buy these Mega Steam from JT's. So if you're using this one, this kind of dropper, just be careful not to overdo it. Get in there. Here we go. All right. Now that we have our locomotive and tender paired up, let's go ahead and energize the track, fire this baby up for the first time, see how it sounds and looks. Oh, it's smoking. It's a smoking. Sounds kind of loud. Not the sound effects. Has like a whine to it. Maybe we gotta break it in. What's so funny? What's so funny? What's so funny?
They made a fart.
The train made a fart noise.
It was funny.
All right, the beautiful Strasburg, number 90. Vintage 1967/2020 regalia. Very, very stunning livery on this one. Really glad to have it as part of the collection. And let's see here. This tender and pattern here looks just like number 89, 70s style. So, a great pair. Since these arrived just in time for Christmas, and it is the month of December, of course I had to go with the Christmas Strasburg cars. We've got some smoke fluid drippies here, so we'll have to wipe that off. But we'll put it through its paces here on the layout. Work out all the little bugs. We got some dog fur connected to it. I hope you enjoyed checking out Strasburg number 90 with me. And if you've made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching the whole thing. Please do already like this video if you have not already done so. And if you're not one of my subscribers, please do subscribe to the channel, check out our other videos, and you can always support us on Patreon so we can check out really more interesting items. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, and we will see you next time here on Other Side of the Tracks.